Hello everyone, this is Madhumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Food Technology, SNS College of Technology. In this video, let's have a short recap on about the thermal processing of foods. So from the term itself, we can understand what is a thermal processing is nothing but the usage of application of heat. So why we have to go in for thermal processing is the main aim for processing of foods is the preservation method. So mainly any food that we consume has to be taken sure that it is being preserved at by adopting proper techniques and methods. So the main aim about the preservation is mainly to reduce the the activity of the microorganisms by applying various techniques. So one of the most common technique is the blanching and the cooking process that we adopt for preservation of foods. So mainly there are various other methods like low temperature method, controlled by having a controlled atmospheric storage method, or even by using non-thermal techniques we can go in for using the thermal processing technique for the preservation, food preservation. Okay, so getting into the microbial count, the contamination in the food that we consume, either in the raw material or even for the processed foods. So looking into the microbial contamination, these form of contaminations actually they occur at any stage during processing or even during storages. So what are all the root causes for the microbial contamination? If we see, mainly the cause will be due to the contamination through air, that is the place where we store, and also by the dust that is present in the place, and due to water, or even due to the improper storage practices. Sometimes the attack of the insects or rodents may occur, or due to these contamination, the preservation the time will be reduced. Okay, so what are all the microorganisms that shall be present in the food that we consume? So those organisms which cause food poisoning, okay, those are like E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria, and Clostridium family, all types of Clostridium family bacteria, and norovirus, and like Campylobacter. So these are the few main types of bacteria that causes the food poisoning when it is consumed by any humans. So next, what happens? So as a human being, we all know what will happen when we consume such sort of microbial contaminated food. So it causes what are all these symptoms that we actually experience is the abdominal cramp, diarrhea, vomiting. Sometimes it leads to mild fever, headaches, etc. So these are the list of symptoms that we experience when we consume the microbial contaminated food. Getting into the topic, thermal processing. So as I told, thermal processing is nothing but we are going to combine the temperature and the time in order to reduce the desirable amount of the microorganisms from a food that we are going to consume. Okay, so from the term itself we know that thermal means heat. So by heating the food we can come to a conclusion that it can be preserved and it can be made safe from the attack of the bacteria. So the purpose of thermal processing, as I already told, we have to first destroy or reduce the microorganisms present. Next we have to look in for any physical or the chemical changes if it is occurring, or inside the food sometimes enzymes that are present will have a interchange or the change of enzyme activity. So those have to be taken sure in order to maintain the quality of the food. Next, what are all the types of thermal processing that we can undergo in order to preserve food? Is the basic thing, that is a mild process that which we can do it household, is the blanching, cooking, etc. Sometimes in industry level they go in for using like pasteurization, sterilization, canning, baking, roasting and frying. So these are all the types of the thermal processing techniques technique only. Okay, so blanching is the basic technique that we adopt in home. So when we are about to cook any fruits, vegetables or any greens, of course we will use a hot water dip. So that only we call it as the blanching. What happens during blanching is the enzymes that are used to destroy the existing microorganisms will get killed. Okay, so by this way we can actually remove the existing microorganisms, and also surface microorganisms will be removed, and it is actually made to a safer content. And we have in industry level also there are various types of blanching used, that is like hot water blanchers and the steam blanchers are being adopted. So steam blanchers and hot water blanchers actually they work under the principle where they adopt some time temperature combination techniques, because large levels or the large volumes or quantity of food has to be blanched. So likewise in household, in industry level they go in for steam and these types of blanches. Thank you.